Alright, welcome to this video set. Gonna be playing black-white tokens in Modern, with very few changes from the checklist. Anyways, from the list that the the Czech team played at Pro Tour Fate Reforged. This hand is definitely keep. We have Inquisition into Bitter Blossom into Intangible Virtue. If we draw another land, we get to play Thoughtseize and Virtue on turn 3, which is excellent. To fetch a Godless Shrine here and take 2. Thoughtscour, Lingering Souls, Lingering Souls. Okay, so Bitter Blossom can fight through Lingering Souls quite well. What I don't really want my opponent doing is finding enough fuel for something like Tasigur or being able to really play anything before turn 3. So we're going to grab the Thoughtscour and leave them with 2 expensive cards in hand. So hopefully we can start to take over the game before they get on board. Could play Windburst Kites, but I really just want to get Bitter Blossom into play as soon as possible. Heights won't be relevant for a little while anyways. Alright, Godless Shrine was the perfect draw. We're actually going to fire off a Thoughtseize here to make sure that our Intangible Virtue doesn't get countered. Alright, opponent has Monastery Mentor and Sorin, Lord of Innistrad. So they're playing like Esper mid-range tokens deck. I think. They're very glutted on 3s, and Sorin is the only real card that lets them get back into the game with his lifelink. So we're gonna grab that. We're gonna cast this Intangible Virtue, and we're gonna pass the turn. And next turn, if we draw land, we can cast Sorin. Draw an untapped land, excuse me. We can cast Sorin and +1 or minus to make a vampire. Opponent casts Lingering Souls. Okay, another Intangible Virtue is quite good. Let's see what we get from this Heights. Murderous Cut, Inquisition. I'll take the Spectral Procession. Seems like the best option. Then we'll play another Virtue, which prevents them from even trading 2 souls for one of our Bitter Blossom tokens. And we're off to the races. Not a very fair race, to be quite honest. Okay. Opponent fires off Inquisition, which is going to miss. And I assume they're going to flashback Lingering Souls now. If they drew another land, the play was probably... or they just concede. Okay, well that was, it's very surprising. They conceded the game and the match. So that wasn't very eventful. But it shows you, like, one of the ideal starts for this deck. We were basically, everything lined up perfectly, and we were in really good shape. So, I'm not really going to count this as a legitimate round, but you guys got to see a really solid game for us. So, stay tuned, and I'll bring you some more matches.